As we take the on-ramp here at Port Melbourne, I would like to apologise for starting the video so abruptly here, merging onto the freeway. There were a couple of technical difficulties. This drive takes us all the way from Port Melbourne to Lancefield, a small country town in Victoria, highlighting country driving, freeway driving, dirt roads and more. As we merge onto the freeway here, you can see on the visualizations that we are kind of squeezed in between two trucks, and I think that truck behind me on the bridge was letting me in, so I just popped on the right indicator as we were going pretty slowly. The car picked up speed and merged at the same time, which was good to see, and then took over this truck well. FSD made quite a few lane changes on its own, but I was especially impressed here when it just picked up speed and merged into the right lane, passing this truck without myself even having to touch the indicator. Here FSD takes the off-ramp well, going over to the right in the second to most right lane. Here I tapped the indicator just to merge around this slow car in the middle lane. Wasn't needed, but just gave me something to do. Then a car got quite close behind me, so I put my foot down and pressed the left indicator to get out of its way. Here observe as I go to press the right indicator, but actually the car puts the blinker on just before I do, following this car and picking up speed well to go around a slow truck as we're approaching a 100 zone. This type of assertive behaviour is incredible to see from an autonomous system. As we round past the airport, FSD positions itself in the left-hand lane. However, as I know the road up ahead merges into one lane, in the right-hand lane, I try to press the indicator to merge into the right-hand lane, but FSD was not interested in doing so. Trailing around Melbourne Airport, FSD phantom brakes. This is actually the first time that I've experienced phantom braking, as it has been smooth 100% of the time so far. What I think might have caused this phantom braking was the headlights beaming through the centre barrier, creating shadows on the road, which could have caused FSD to remain on the side of caution and just slow the car down slightly. Something interesting that I picked up on here is that FSD tends to prefer the left lane when going through roundabouts. You notice it here as it goes through the left lane just to merge back into the right lane. A car next to me got a little bit confused, I think, as to why it did that. It does it here as well. It just goes around the left lane, which is good, as the right hand lane is for right hand turns only according to the sign on the ground. Coming through the valley, FSD sticks at 60 kilometers an hour, which is perfect, although the speed limit is a little less. All drivers through there stick at 60. I was slightly worried that the car was sticking in the right lane here, as we did get overtaken a little bit, and then we did end up overtaking everyone on the right. Up here on the left there was construction signs saying 60, but the car stuck at 80, which was very good, as that's what everyone does here. Made this right hand turn well, reading the arrow in the distance, which was very good to see, and stopped very well, even though the arrows are quite difficult to see if you're not looking out for them well. This section of the drive was handled very well overall. After passing through two sets of red lights, the car proceeded for about 40 kilometers straight at 100 kilometers per hour. I did sometimes press the accelerator as the car would slowly dip down to 90 kilometers per hour, so I just gave it a little bit of an encouragement up to 100 kilometers per hour. From what I noticed, I felt that the adaptive high beams were working slightly better. Maybe I was just paying more attention, but as you can see in the time lapse, they just worked so well, and FSD was flawless on this part of the drive. No jittering around, no nothing. It just was absolutely perfect. Especially in these dark conditions at night, human drivers struggle, but the car handled this absolutely perfectly. I was very, very impressed at how it handled night driving, especially in country. For commuters commuting back into the country every night, this could be a serious game changer. FSD made the drive so much easier. Arriving at my destination, I was not nearly as tired as I usually would be driving through the night. Serious, serious game changer here. After proceeding through Lancefield and Romsey, this was the most exciting part of the drive for me. Humans struggle with this. FSD perfectly pulled into this right turn coming out of 100 zone on quite a blind corner, made the turn flawlessly, slowing down to just the right amount of speed, took the corner a little wide, but seriously, humans overshoot that corner so many times, have to slam on the brakes. FSD handled it with ease, and without even a line on the left-hand side of the road here, FSD handled this section of the drive very well also. As we prepare to make a right turn up ahead, FSD was only driving at about 80 kilometers in this 100 per hour zone, which I thought was suitable for the conditions. FSD then makes this right-hand turn perfectly without even being able to see the road up ahead when it goes to make that right turn. I did report the snapshot as I thought the corner was a little wide like the last one, but if there was another car there, it would have been perfect. It then proceeds down this road well, driving to conditions perfectly. Completing this kind of drive on these roads without lines on the left side, just grass, doing it absolutely flawlessly, even without a line in the middle in this section, still going at 80 kilometers per hour is seriously impressive. My only intervention of this drive was as we approached the dirt road and hit quite a large pothole at around 60 kilometers per hour. Although this was not safety critical, I didn't notice that the car was slowing down abruptly enough for my liking, and for passenger comfort I did disengage and just re-engage a little bit further down the road after slowing the car down to around 40 kilometers per hour. Although the speed limit is 100 on this road, it was good to see that the car did not exceed 50. Sticking well to the left-hand side of the road, FSD progressed through this dirt section well. Sticking to the left with low visibility up ahead, it makes this flawless right turn, slowing down at the perfect time, which I thought was very impressive, avoiding hot potholes coming into this intersection as well. Didn't slow down more than was necessary, progressed into the intersection well and made a smooth right-hand turn. He got close to that bit on the left, but not close enough that I was uncomfortable with how it did it. As we pull into the driveway, I am truly impressed. I re-engage FSD due to a navigational error, and it just makes its way down this freshly laid driveway with absolute ease. The visualizations are perfectly representing the driveway, despite not being able to see that far ahead. It drives flawlessly down the driveway. Now let me just reinstate that no other automaker on the Australian market can compete with this. Look at the visualizations on the screen. It even turns to the right to go and pull into the car park. Although it doesn't quite do it in the end, this is truly game changing, and this is the worst it's ever going to be. So just watch out. Watch out, everyone. This is just the beginning. Thank you for watching.